Scott Morrison is using hotly disputed forecasts of economic pain to try to flush out the missing pieces of Labor's climate change policy. An economic modeller has suggested the opposition's target to cut carbon emissions could wipe billions of dollars from the farming, mining, electricity and transport industries. But Bill Shorten is shrugging off the figures and promising to release the details of his policy soon. Here's political editor Andrew Probyn.
Demands for climate action are daily and deafening. Bill Shorten can't possibly meet all their expectations, but he's being a bit coy about what Labor will do.
We're still taking advice on that.
Labor's pledged to slash emissions by an ambitious 45% by 2030, but Mr Shorten's not saying whether Labor might seek to make its task easier.
Well, I'm not going to announce today what we're going to announce in coming weeks.
If it accepted so-called carryover credits from bettering Australia's Kyoto carbon cuts, Labor's effective target would be reduced to about 34%.
Doing less is going to be cheaper.
But former Deputy Prime Minister John Anderson says neither side of politics is being truly honest about the cost of their rival policies.
A refusal on the part of leaders to clearly explain that carbon abatement is expensive, that in fact it is a major economic shock to the system, whatever proposal is coming.
And Mr Anderson is endorsing controversial modelling that purports to show the economic impact of rival climate change policies. Brian Fisher, Australia's former chief agricultural economist, says the coalition's policy would cut wages by 2%, while average wages would fall by 8% under Labor's, or about $9,000 a year.
It's economic modelling exercises like this that are giving economists a bad name.
And curiously, Brian Fisher produced similarly apocalyptic advice when advising John Howard about the cost of binding emission targets ahead of the 1997 Kyoto climate change talks.
Basically, we estimate a cost of about $9,000 per average Australian.
I think Tony Abbott's favourite researchers on climate change are fairly predictable.
Bill Shorten needs to come clean on what the cost of his reckless emissions reduction targets are.
Behind the esoteric debate about carbon credits and the like is the simple equation that the more ambitious the target, the more costly it's likely to be. Balancing the desire for stronger climate action against the fact that someone's got to pay for it provides plenty of opportunity for the political tug of war. Andrew Probyn, ABC News.